Welcome, tech enthusiasts and AI aficionados, to another mind-bending episode of Mapping the Future. I'm Mark, your guide through the digital jungle.
And I'm Tom, the Robin to Mark's Batman. If Batman were a nerdy cartographer and Robin had a better sense of humor.
Today, we're diving headfirst into the world of Wardley Mapping. It's like Google Maps for your business strategy, but instead of avoiding traffic jams, you're dodging obsolescence and hunting for innovation. All right, Tom, let's start with the basics. Wardley Mapping is like the Swiss Army knife of strategic tools for GenAI startups. It's a way to visualize your business landscape that's more useful than a GPS in a self-driving car.
Oh, I love a good visual aid. So, it's like drawing a treasure map, but instead of X marking the spot for buried gold, we're marking spots for buried profits and innovation?
Exactly. And just like a real treasure map, it helps you navigate the treacherous waters of the business world. But instead of avoiding sea monsters, you're dodging obsolete tech and steering towards the El Dorado of market dominance. So, Mark, walk us through this mapping process. I imagine it's not as simple as doodling on a napkin after one too many espressos.
Well, Tom, it's a bit more sophisticated than that, but not by much. First, you start by identifying the user need. It's like figuring out why people need umbrellas before you start selling them.
So in the world of GenAI, it's like realizing people need a chatbot that can write Shakespearean sonnets about their cats?
Exactly. Once you've nailed that down, you map out the value chain. It's like creating a family tree for your business, showing how everything's connected.
Let me guess, in GenAI, that tree would have branches like natural language processing, machine learning models, and servers that sound like they're about to take off.
Spot on, Tom. Next, you determine the evolution of each component. It's like figuring out which of your tech is a flip phone and which is the latest iPhone.
I still miss my flip phone, Mark. It was great for dramatically ending calls.
I'm sure you do, Tom. Now, after that, you add movement and dependencies. It's like predicting which domino will fall next in a giant, tech-shaped domino rally.
Sounds like you need a crystal ball for that part.
More like a really good pair of binoculars and a weather vane. Finally, you identify opportunities and threats and develop strategic options. It's like playing chess, but all the pieces are different types of AI algorithms.
And I thought regular chess was complicated. This sounds like 4D chess with a side of quantum computing. Now here's the kicker, Tom. Wardley Mapping isn't a one-and-done deal. It's more like a never-ending game of Monopoly where the board keeps changing.
So, it's like Monopoly meets Jumanji? The game that never ends and might occasionally try to eat you?
That's actually a pretty good analogy, Tom. In the world of GenAI, things move faster than a caffeinated cheetah. You've got to keep updating your map, or you'll end up lost in the digital wilderness.
Sounds exhausting. Can't we just ask ChatGPT to do it for us?
Funny you should mention that, Tom. Wardley Mapping is actually great for cutting through all the AI hype. It's like having a BS detector for buzzwords.
Oh, so it can tell the difference between genuine innovation and AI-powered toaster that predicts your breakfast mood?
Precisely, and in the GenAI world, that's more valuable than a lifetime supply of GPUs. Now, Tom, let's take a look at this Wardley map we've got here. It's like a strategic game board for our GenAI startup.
Ooh, pretty colors. It's like a tech-themed Candyland, but instead of gumdrop mountains, we have AI models and training data?
Exactly, Tom. This map shows us that our GenAI startup is in a pretty sweet spot. We're focusing on core AI capabilities and strategic planning. It's like we've built our house on a hill overlooking the AI landscape.
So, we're the nosy neighbors of the AI world? Always knowing what's going on in the neighborhood?
More like the savvy real estate developers, Tom. The map suggests we should focus on accelerating AI model development. It's like we're building the next Stark Tower, but for AI.
Without the risk of alien invasion, I hope. What about this training data bit?
Good eye, Tom. We need to secure unique training data sources. It's like finding the secret ingredient for our AI recipe that no one else has.
Ah, the kernel's secret spices of the AI world. Got it. And what's this about proprietary infrastructure?
That's our long-term play, Tom. We're gradually building our own infrastructure. It's like constructing our own Batcave, but for AI operations.
Complete with AI-powered butlers and self-driving Batmobiles, I assume?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves, Tom. The key takeaway here is that our use of Wardley mapping for strategic planning is our secret weapon. It's like having a crystal ball that actually works in the fast-evolving GenAI landscape.
So, we're basically the fortune tellers of the AI world, but with better graphs and less questionable fashion choices?
You've got it, Tom. But remember, our biggest challenge is managing the rapid evolution of AI technologies while building sustainable competitive advantages. It's like trying to build a sandcastle while the tide is coming in.
Sounds like we need some AI-powered sandbags and a really big umbrella.
And there you have it, folks. Wardley Mapping, turning the chaos of the GenAI world into a strategic masterpiece, one pixel at a time.
I've got to say, Mark, I feel like I've just been through a crash course in digital cartography. My brain feels as full as a hard drive after a Windows update.
Well, Tom, that's the beauty of Wardley Mapping. It's a journey that never ends. So, dear listeners, until next time, keep mapping, keep innovating, and remember, in the world of GenAI, the only constant is change. And our witty banter, of course.